Applied behavioral analysis therapy is an important service offered to children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. There's been some concern among parents here that cuts by Nebraska DHHS may make it harder for kids to receive service. 1011's Anthony D'Agostino spoke with one family who received the therapy and says it makes a world of difference.
Almost 2 weeks ago, the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services released information stating they're drastically reducing provider Medicaid rates for ABA therapy, meaning providers will be paid less for services than they were before, in some cases more than 60% of what they were getting previously. DHHS says rates in Nebraska are just too high compared to neighboring states, and this is a course correct. Last year, the state shelled out $86 million for ABA services. They say it's a more than 2,000% increase over 4 years.
DHHS fully understands the importance of Nebraska kids and families, and we also fully understand that this is an important service, and we are unequivocally committed to ensure that Nebraska families have appropriate and needed access to necessary services.
For people like 6-year-old Liam, who has autism, and Liam's dad, Chris Sidelko, these cuts are concerning. There's worry that the cuts will force some providers to axe services, or therapists will go elsewhere for jobs.
He's been in for 2.5 years. When he was first diagnosed, he was nonverbal. He didn't like any sort of physical connection, and his elopement was really through the roof. And after one ABA we tried, the one that he's in currently, I mean, night and day difference.
He says now Liam is comfortable being held and wants to interact with his sisters. According to the Autism Family Network in Lincoln, an advocacy and family resource organization, providers have told them they will likely have to stop services due to these cuts.
What they've indicated to me is that with that drastic of a cut, they could not be able to maintain the staff that they currently have and provide those services.
AFN says they've contacted Governor Pillen's office, begging him to put a pause on this rate change to allow service providers a chance to try and negotiate a compromise. As is, the cuts are set to go into effect Friday, August 1st. Reporting in Lincoln, Anthony D'Agostino, 1011 News.